All right, guys. Wow, haven't done one of these in a few weeks. Welcome to another Facebook Live. Um, I'm stoked because one of the best people I think I've met in person at conferences is my guest today, guys. If you've been to any conference and dental warranty is there, you already know and love Brad. And Brad and I were chatting before we went live because I am like digging this whole mustache, Brad.
You're making me blush before we even start. Now my face is all red. But thanks for saying that. You should tell Vanessa, obviously know Vanessa, but my coworker, for those that aren't aware, she's not a fan. So make sure to tell her.
I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay. So it's so good to see you. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. We
Mhm.
last hung out in November of last year at our retreat. And I cannot wait for Dance Moves Part 2. I won't say anything else.
Yeah, I guess you'll have to be at the retreat to find out. We'll see.
Well, guys, we're gonna chat about dental warranty today. Dental warranty is something that I think every practice honestly needs to have, especially if you are doing um, any dentistry on anyone. So, dental warranty is your peace of mind. We all have those patients who may or may not you just don't know what's happening in people's mouths sometimes, and the last thing you want is to put some veneers on someone and then crack go the veneers in zero time flat. And I know, Brad, I know you have a personal story, if you don't mind sharing that. And if
Yes,
you do mind, I don't feel the need. You don't have to
no, I mean,
okay.
it's literally it's what I do, and it was actually pretty funny because luckily I know someone in the business, and I was all taken care of. So yeah, so I made the decision, got some veneers about a little over a year ago, and about a month later, I'm wrestling with my 4-year-old son at the time,
Oh no.
and we were battling, and I thought I had won, and the match was over, and he didn't. And he lunged at me and headbutted me right in the front tooth and destroyed my front tooth. And I started laughing because luckily I have coverage on it. I'm fully covered. Went back to the dentist, got it fixed for free, and the doctor was happy because he got paid by dental warranty to do it all over again. So huge win-win. When
Yeah.
take dental warranty out of it, that'd have been a nightmare. I paid good money for it. Does the doctor do it for free? Does he charge me again full fee? What do you do in that situation?
Yeah, no, it's hard, and I think the majority of us who aren't offering dental warranty will just eat that cost. And yeah, because all we don't want any negative press. We don't want negative reviews. We don't want our reputation to be tarnished. So we will bend over backwards and just eat the cost, pay the lab bill again, and then charge zero for our chair time, which is
Mm-hmm.
awful when it comes to profitability. So that's why I love that you get to spend some time with us today, Brad, because we're talking about how to build a profitable future with dental warranty. Where do you want to start? And if you're tuning in, guys, say hi. I know people are saying, hey, I know that guy, Killer Stash. Yes, he does have a killer
Thanks
stash.
for the support, guys.
Vanessa's
Appreciate
on. Hi, Vanessa.
it.
Okay, where do you want to start?
Yeah, so actually, I wanted to start because I know we're obviously these are startup practices or newer practices. So this is not for practices that have a lot of failures, that have a lot of things that they're needing to replace. If something does break or fail, yes, it's a huge win all the way around. But it starts at the beginning, even marketing your patients. It's a very competitive market out there, and how are you setting yourself apart? Obviously, Ashley, you've got a absolutely beautiful website. I think Studio 88 has done that. Shout out to them.
Yes. Shout out
Um,
to them. Thank
yeah,
you.
stunning websites, do a great job. You obviously do some social posts and stuff. So how are you making yourself look different and sound different or feel different compared to every other competitor on the street? And that's where I think a lot of practices are starting to use the protection plan is to proactively let their patients know, hey, we have the best practice around. We use the best labs, have the best doctors, provided best treatment, and we also stand behind the work we do.
Yeah.
And so they're promoting their protection plan, how they stand behind their treatment right on the website. They'll even do social posts to their patients or to their community Facebook groups saying, hey, have you ever had that root canal go south? You ever had your dog eat your night guard? We take care of those things there at our practice. So it's a great way to even open the door, setting your practice as an office that stands behind their work.
No, absolutely. And then what does the process look like? So a patient comes in, we treatment plan a bunch of stuff, and then do they have to decide then and there? Do they have to decide when we prep, if they're going to sign up for the warranty? Like, what's the time frame that they're eligible?
Good question. So I guess that actually goes into kind of phase 2. So once the patients actually get in the door and you talk to your patients, treatment plan presentation along with the protection plan is huge and a huge benefit to help with overall treatment acceptance. Again, the idea is to let your patients know you do great work and then you stand behind it. And the treatment does include a 6-year protection plan.
Nice.
So yeah, we have success coaches on our team will help coach the teams on how to best present that and use some proven verbiage that helps with overall case acceptance. But we know when patients are presented with treatment, whether it's a couple hundred or several thousand into their mouth, when they know that investment is protected, that does give them that peace of mind and helps relieve some of that stress and helps them move forward with that. So whether you partner with us or not, we recommend having something in-house in place that you proactively talk to your patients about how you back the treatment as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then specifically, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, Brad. Sorry. No, you go ahead.
No, you, please. I insist.
Oh, I was going to say, so can you warranty anything?
You can, yeah. So the idea is if it can break or fail, we can warranty it. So fillings, crowns, bridges, veneers, even root canals, implants, dentures, night guards, sleep apnea appliances. We've got quite the library of stories and accidents that have happened that are pretty comical that we've had to cover. So yeah, so if it can break or fail, we can warranty it. And it's all 6 years across the board. So if the patient has a filling or an implant, it's 6 years of coverage. It's nationwide. So if they move or travel, it actually follows them anywhere they go, or even if you refer them out to a specialist.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So if you've got a patient you do a root canal on and it fails, then you go to endodontist. That's not a fun conversation to tell the patient, hey,
right,
now you got to go pay the next guy. It actually follows with them to their endodontist.
That's amazing. I did not know that worked that way.
Yep.
That's awesome. Okay, so does every patient qualify then for this, or are there certain exclusions that apply?
So as long as it's a positive prognosis, we recommend offering it to everybody consistently. You never know who values that warranty or that peace of mind. You never know which a big case to which patients. It could be a single unit crown. That could be a massive case to a patient or full mouth case. So just give them the option. And one benefit is by just doing it consistently, you're setting the bar across the board. So either they have the coverage or they say, no, thanks, I don't want it. No big deal. There's no cost to the practice, no cost to the patient, but it's still considered a win now because you set these expectations so they don't come back in 3 years later expecting it to be free at that point.
Right. No, that's awesome. Are you finding more success when practices are presenting it a different way? Like, I mean, instead of giving it as an additional line item, just bundling it into, this is what we're proposing, this is how to get you healthy, and we're including this, so it's not like a separate ticket item. Does that make sense?
It does, and that's a great point. And we recommend presenting it as a total versus, as they're way out the door, say, hey, for $9.99, you want to buy a warranty? So avoid that. That's not the best way to do it. So the best way to do it would be say, hey, this is your coverage, or this is your treatment that includes your 6-year protection plan. This is what your dental insurance is going to save you. And here's your total that includes your coverage for today. So, so like more of like a simplified treatment plan, probably like you're recommending, is the best way to do that. We've got offices that'll do a couple of different variations of that, but when it's presented as now a value of being part of the practice, opposed to like an upsell at the end, it's better experience for both the patient and for the practice in that way.
That's awesome. Now, how easy, or how not easy, but how fast is it to get payment if something does break or fail?
So we're hoping to pay the practice within a year. That's our goal. Sometimes it takes longer. Just kidding. So it even gets that. So it's actually within 30 days or less. So it's real quick.
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
like, wow,
So
that's
here
like,
would take some time. We're not an insurance company, or we take pride on being not an insurance company. And so when the patient comes in, that's the best part, to say, hey, have a seat. Let's take care of you. There's no cost to the patient at that point. You guys get to be the heroes. Great time to get some good reviews, referrals. And then dental warranty would send you that check for that full original fee to replace it. Again, like it's a brand new case. You're not having to eat the cost at that point or discount your fees.
That's awesome. So easy. So I first heard about dental warranty through Scott Luna. Scott Luna he's a big fan of the company. And when I first went to Breakaway, he said, you absolutely need to be doing this in your practices, but especially if you have associates. And I do have associates, and it is, I mean, just peace of mind. Like if an associate tackles a cosmetic case, we all know you're married to that cosmetic patient, whether or not that associate's going to stick around for 5 years. We just don't know. So it's nice to have that peace of mind as a practice owner, that even if he or she leaves, this practice will still be covered if this patient needs revision work, I should say.
Yeah, huge benefit. So first of all, I think the message to the patient too is that you stand behind your practice's work, all the doctors' work, not just yourself or another doctor, but hey, we do quality work at our practice. And if that associate's gone, patient comes back in, again, typically you have to eat that, or have to now negotiate with the patient on what to do next. So the patient would be covered there at your practice. Unless, of course, they couldn't get back to you guys, then go elsewhere. But yeah, so it follows this smile is what we call it, not necessarily the doctor.
Right. No, I love it. Okay, so Vivek is on. He says, "Hey, Brad, I've been asking Vanessa to get us set up, but she keeps ignoring us." And
Good
then
to hear from you.
Messaged, he said, "Luda, we need to get set up." Now, every practice needs to get set up. It really is. It's a game changer when you can really like wholeheartedly mean it when you stand behind your work. And I mean, before dental warranty, I used to say, okay, yeah, I totally stand by my work, but please, God, don't bite into anything hard.
Right.
Don't do this. Don't do that. Are they sleeping with a night guard every night? Like, you just don't know what happens in people's mouths. So, yeah, no, it's super awesome. It's been a game changer in our practices now. And
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much. And I know that Vanessa and your team just met with Judy and my team yesterday to go over more specifics. But yeah, no, we plan on just having everything just warranted. Honestly, it's, gosh, to deal with patient headaches is like, it's awful, Brad.
That's what I was going to say. The amount of stress, especially with startups, that you guys have to deal with and go through, and the hiring and the everything. I mean, there's so much going on. Then all of a sudden, a patient comes in and says they were eating soft bread, or you know,
always that dang bread.
Yeah, right. Bite into a donut, or eating soup or Jello, and then now you're like, okay, now what do I have? Am I going to help this patient out? And you know, have they been a good patient? Who do they know? Are they going to give a bad review? You know, one of the biggest issues between the patient and the practice is when they come back in and the expectations are not aligned. You know, they think one thing, they think it'll last forever initially,
Mm-hmm.
and that you'll do it for free forever. So this, again, is a way to just set those guidelines on the front end
Right.
that eliminates those conflicts. But yeah, it's just that all the guesswork, and you shouldn't have to eat the cost on these situations.
No, no, you should not. And I know that there are extremely talented docs in this group doing all on X's and all this cosmetic dentistry. It's those lab bills are insane. And to eat those costs is just, man, it just tanks you. Okay, we have a question, Brad. How
Okay.
have you seen this work as a marketing tool to both being in new patients? Wait, hold on. How have you seen this work as a marketing tool for to bring in new patients as well as sell more treatment?
Yeah, so I think the website thing we've talked about a little earlier is a great way to stand out. Patients are shopping around a lot more nowadays. The way we've engaged with patients is changed quite a bit. It used to be, how are we going to stand out? We'll have that plate of cookies in the front desk. We'll do something like that, right? Now they want quality treatment. They want to know what happens if this breaks, if it fails, how long will it last? They want to know all the questions, right?
Right.
And by proactively pushing that or putting that on your website, it's a great way to set yourself apart from every practice. We've got some offices that do some great social media posts as well, and that lets them know, hey, what, life happens, and that's a great tool to let them know if you get dentistry done in our practice, and life goes a certain way that's unexpected, we've got you covered.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So, what does the process look like to get set up with dental warranty?
So it's pretty simple. So what we do is create an account for the practice. We'd ship out our welcome box, and that would have your brochures, marketing supplies. So we provide all the marketing materials for your practice as well. The patient will get a little certificate, so it's all in writing. It's very clear and consistent across the board. It lets them know all their benefits and coverage details. And one thing that we've added is actually a huge benefit for the practice. It says patients must return every blank months for recare to keep the coverage active.
Oh, nice.
So you guys will fill in that blank, come in every 6 months or 3 months for your perio patients. You guys can customize that. Now, when the patient comes or calls 3 years later for their hygiene appointment and says, hey, I can't come in today, it might rain or some lame excuse, you can say, hey, let's try and keep that appointment, and let's see if that bridge is looking good, and keep that warranty active. So just another great tool you guys can use to keep your patients loyal and engaged ongoing.
I love it. I love it. And I mean, just business aside, I mean, this whole group is they're all sponsored by people who I am using in my practices, like people who I really believe in and companies that I worked with and am working with. So, I mean, you guys are amazing. And it's, we need more stress reduction, I believe, is a good way to put it.
Yeah.
As the business owner, and this is one of those tools. It's a no-brainer. So I encourage you guys, sign up. And is there, do you guys have anything like any special like landing page for just the startup group, or a code, or?
We do, yes. So actually, if you call or text, I'll give you the number 972-345-8998.
That's a real number, right?
It goes to a hotline. No, that's a real number. Yes.
So 972-345-8998.
That is correct.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's the number, and you text that line if you want to get set up, and you mention our group, or
Yes. Mention Making of a Dental Startup, and then you get actually a huge promotion. Ashley is really good at twisting arms and making some deals. So yes, you got a huge discount through the Making of. And again, I'm happy to go over how the program works, answer any questions. Okay. And then again, the office will also have a success coach on our end that'll teach on how to best present it. All the training and resources that you guys need would be included as well.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, you guys, oh, Vanessa is on it, or is that Colin? I don't know. I can't see anybody's name. Sorry, guys. Oh, Colin said. Colin has the information there. You guys need a an easier number.
I could also make one up. That one works.
That
Yep. You can
works.
also go to dentalwarrantycorp.com as well. Again, make sure to mention the making of a dental startup. And that's
Okay.
dentalwarrantycorp.com.
.com. Okay, and I'm really excited because you guys are joining us in Sonoma again this year, and
Yes.
it was a blast. Brad is, I mean, he may not look it, but he's got some moves. Like, yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Yes.
We don't talk about that much.
Um, we have videos that we are not going to post. Don't worry. Um, I think your stash is the winner of today's Facebook Live. If
Thank you.
anything else, we have we're very pro facial hair on you, Brad.
Pro
Um,
stash. Okay. All right.
pro stash. So you guys, if you have any questions about dental warranty, about how it works, how it can save you so much time, but mostly just so much in headache, like we it's a no-brainer. Contact Brad, contact Vanessa. They are freaking amazing as people, as a company, and it just makes sense when you're starting out your businesses. So we have the Smile of and Co. seal of approval, and I can't wait to host you guys again in Sonoma. It's going to be great.
Yes. We're very excited. Love that meeting. Recommend it for everyone. Perfect meeting.
Awesome.
Yep.
Thank you. And anything else that we did not talk about, Brad? This is like short and sweet, but I feel like we hammered the point home.
Yeah, no, I think that's it's pretty much it. The key to success is keeping it very simple. Again, it's not a hard upsell. It's just another benefit you can provide your practice or your patients as a benefit. Yeah, happy to help answer any other questions and help your offices get up and running.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for joining us for this short and sweet Facebook Live with Brad. Brad is awesome. Vanessa is awesome, and Dental Warranty is amazing. So get your practices all set up and mention our code. We don't get any kickbacks for doing that. We just really love the product and stand by it, and we hope that you guys are using it because it really will save you so much money. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see you guys. So
Yes, we're
that's
excited as
it.
well.
Thank you guys. All right, take care, Brad.
All right, thanks, Ashley. We'll see you.
Thank you. Bye.